Sales pipeline versus sales funnel. What the hell is the difference between the two? I know this gets confusing for people. Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to break down what a sales pipeline is, what a sales funnel is, and which one you should use to grow your business. So let's start with the sales pipeline. Sales pipelines are usually for higher ticket products, sometimes up to enterprise level products. They are usually a longer term multi-touch point process. They tend to often be used in business to business transactions. Like I said, with the enterprise level stuff, that's not the rule. Like, you can use a sales pipeline for business to consumer stuff, but it tends to be more business to business. Also, like I said about this being longer, it can literally take months to move someone through an entire sales pipeline. Part of the reason this takes so long is because there's usually multiple phone calls involved, and also meetings. A sample sales process for a sales pipeline might look something like this. It could be, you get the lead, you have a discovery call to kind of see if your product's even remotely close to being a fit for the person or the business. And then you have a demo. This is usually if it's a software-based product. You have a demo for the people so they can see how it works and see if it's really going to work for them. Then there's a proposal. And then finally, the sale is won or lost. Either they bought or they didn't. But like I said, this is normally a multiple phone calls, multiple emails. There may even be multiple meetings involved. There's normally an entire sales team that's involved with this. Like, there's a person getting the leads. There's a person who does the certain phone calls for the discovery calls. And there's a different person doing demos. And it's a huge process. That's what a sales pipeline is. So then what is a sales funnel? Sales funnel is a much shorter process, and it's an automated process. It just does all of this on its own, just in the background. Now, some people will include their traffic source in their sales funnel as like part of their funnel, but it usually starts with a landing page that collects email addresses, a sales page, some upsells or downsells, and some follow-up emails. Now, all of these pages are normally seen in one visit. So someone goes to a website, they see the landing page, if they decide to opt in, then they see the sales page. From there, they go to the upsells. If they buy, you kind of see where this is going. Now, one thing for sales funnels is they are usually under $5,000. That's what the product is, I should say. Once you start getting above $5,000, normally people want to have a phone call involved, at least one. And once you start getting to that point, it starts getting more towards the sales pipeline. But under $5,000 is a good sweet spot for a sales funnel. Now here's where all of the confusion comes in. A sales funnel can be a part of a sales pipeline. So in a sales pipeline, the first process is getting leads. To get the leads, you can use a sales funnel. And that's kind of where it gets confusing. So you can use a short automated process to get people into your longer term, higher ticket process. Does that make sense? See how this can get confusing if you don't actually like sit down and read through it. So an example of this is actually, I went through something like this. I bought a product in a sales funnel. It was like a cheap $20 product. And then from there, I started getting emails and phone calls and ended up going through multiple phone calls to buy a $5,000 product of the same in the e-commerce space. And it was literally just, I went through the small sales funnel for the $20 product, and that brought me into the sales pipeline for the $5,000 product. So you can literally have a sales funnel lead into a sales pipeline. That's why there's so much confusion. Also, a lot of the people who are in the sales funnel space, since they use sales funnels for everything, they may have 30 sales funnels and one sales pipeline, so they just refer to their one sales pipeline as a sales funnel, when it's not. It's a pain in the ass. So what should you use for your business? This is really why you're here. You want to know the difference. Let's figure out what you need and what's going to work for you. So first question, is your product over $5,000? Yes or no? Is your product an enterprise level solution? So are you selling this to like a big business that has a huge team involved on their end, and it's going to involve multiple people in the decision-making process, all of that? Do you already have a system for making sales over the phone? Okay, so just answer those 3 questions, yes or no. If you answered no to all of those questions, you should go with a sales funnel. Just flat out. If you answered yes to some of those questions, you can think about using a sales pipeline, but you probably don't need it. It's probably overkill. The only one being is if it's an enterprise level solution. But if it's an enterprise level solution, it's probably over $5,000. So you're probably going to want a sales pipeline anyway. Finally, if you answered yes to everything, just go with sales pipeline to start. Now, just because you're going with a sales pipeline does not mean you can't use a sales funnel. I'm not saying you can never use a sales funnel. You can only do it this way. I'm just saying if you do use a sales funnel, you should still have a sales pipeline behind it. Does that make sense? So, quick recap. Sales pipeline is a longer multi-step process to sell higher ticket products. Sales funnel is a short automated sales process to sell things under $5,000, but can be used as a part of a sales pipeline. So, you ready to build your sales funnel? If so, if you'd like to learn more about sales funnels and how you can use them to grow your business, hop down to the description, grab a copy of my Sales Funnel Mastery Quick Start Guide. You can get yourself started on the right foot. If you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, do me a huge favor, go down, give me a thumbs up, like the video, and if you want to learn more things like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.